Hey everyone, I was getting my notes together for a video that I'm doing on the future of Social Security when it occurred to me that I've never even covered how Social Security works. And I think it's important that you understand the basics of these mechanics. So that's what we're going to cover today. So most of you probably have noticed that you have Social Security taxes withheld every time you're paid. And at the end of the year, if you're an employee, you get a W-2. And on that W-2 in box 4, it shows you how much you've paid in Social Security tax. But I want to take a simplified view of what happens after that and figure out exactly how this benefits you down the road. So making the assumption that you are an employee as opposed to being self-employed, you receive a W-2 just like this one at the end of every year. And in box 4, you can see just how much taxes you've paid into Social Security. Now, this tax is in addition to your federal income tax. And for purposes of this video, we're just going to talk about your Social Security taxes and not the entire FICA or SECA tax. That also includes the Medicare taxes. So for every check you receive, there is a withholding amount that comes out of your pay of 6.2%. And in addition to that, your employer contributes 6.2% of your pay on your behalf. And this gives you a total of 12.4% paid in Social Security tax. So with regards to this tax and this withholding, I want to make two important points. One is if you're self-employed, you are paying the full tax. There is no employer to pay 6.2% because you are the employer. And the other is there is a maximum wage on which you pay this tax. And in 2018, that's $128,400. Once you pass over that amount, there is no Social Security tax withheld. So the question is, as you're paying in this tax, where does it all go? So your tax dollars and a few other things are getting paid into the Social Security Trust Fund. Now the trust fund is actually broken up into two separate funds. One is for retirement and survivor's benefits, and the other is for disability benefits. But for purposes of keeping this simplified and condensed, we'll just call it the Social Security Trust Fund. And then out of that trust fund, payments are made to current beneficiaries of Social Security. So these funds are not going into an account with your name on it, earmarked for down the road. They are paying for those individuals who are receiving Social Security benefits today. It's referred to as a pay-as-you-go system. Now this video is not meant to be a detailed version of what's happening and all the nuances there or about the future of Social Security. But I know that some of you watching want to know the details about what you've heard about. And that's the people that say Social Security would be just fine if the politicians would keep their thieving hands off of it. I've heard it too. In numerous Social Security presentations, there's always at least one person that's going to say that. So what in the world are they talking about? Well, there's another step in here that's getting people worked up. And it's one we didn't talk about at first. Your tax dollars go into the Social Security Trust Fund, but they are routed to the federal Treasury. And then the Treasury issues special bonds back to the trust funds that can be redeemed at any time for cash. These are often called worthless IOUs and a number of other things, but ultimately they carry the full faith and credit of the United States government. So there you have it, a very distilled and condensed view of how Social Security works. I hope you enjoyed it. Before you click out, could you take just a moment, if you haven't already, and subscribe to my YouTube channel? We have all sorts of videos coming out in the very near future, but one is covering what lies ahead for Social Security. You don't want to miss that one, so subscribe, watch that video when it comes out. If you don't like it, unsubscribe. That's fine. There's some videos also that should be up on the screen now. Check those out. I hope you have a fantastic day. Thanks for watching.